Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to do an update on the Vermibag Max. So it's been 12 days since my last update. I bet they've gone through all the food. We'll see how the fruit fly situation is doing, and if that Diatomaceous earth has worked its magic or not, or if I need to maybe re-add at some point. Last time it didn't really do much, it looked like, and this time I'm not really hoping that it's going to be better. I think it's going to be possibly worse since it's probably a little bit more dry. We're going to wet it down probably, and we're probably going to add a lot of food. It probably needs that food because it's been over a week, and they've been moving through the food really quickly. So thank you for coming along on this. Please check out the links down below. If there's anything you need, please let me know, and I'll add links to it so that way you can help find the materials you need if you're going to do one of your worm bins as well, or if you need materials for it. So let's go and take a look at the Vermibag Max. Alright, here's the Vermibag Max. It's been 12 days since my last update. Now let's open this up. I do have a vacuum ready to go just in case there are a lot of fruit flies coming out of here, and it already looks like there are, so I'm going to vacuum these guys up. Sorry for the noise. Alright, I think I got a bunch of them, but we'll see. So I've had some issues with fruit flies in this bin, and I just have not been able to fix the issue. I've tried the Diatomaceous earth. I've tried some other things. I'll probably have to open this up in the corner and leave my light there, so that way they go into the light. And actually, there's a few more coming out. Let me just grab these real quick. So this is why I keep bug lights in my basement. You know, for stuff like this, they are going to get out. They are going to go everywhere. You know, you're going to have an infestation at some point probably because you'll make some mistake like I did in here. And, you know, you just have to make sure that, you know, you can take care of them as best you can. So that's the way I'm taking care of them, is kind of right now by vacuuming them up. I think the key is with this bin is I really need to try to work through some more of this material. So let's just check the center here where we did our last feeding. See how it looks. It looks pretty healthy here in the center. So lots of worms. See right here, tons of worms in here. I know the lighting isn't as good over here. I don't have a light that's directly over this bin. The cardboard that's nice and moist is starting to break down. I think we might need some more moisture in here. Maybe that's part of the problem. It might be drying out. Oh, we had something growing here, I think. Oh, looks like something was growing. I don't know what that was, but it looks like it was growing. Or maybe that's a stem, actually, that was plowed over. I don't know. Having stuff growing in your bin is perfectly normal. It happens to the best of us. And it happens really if the material is nice and rich and good with growing material. So this looks really good down in here, this center section. Let's just dig over to the side a little bit. This is the issue with this bin. I think it's just a little bit too dry. I'm going to have to add some water to it, especially on these sides here. It's just really dry. You know, all this material on top is dry. So I think I'm going to have to probably do what other people have done with theirs, which is, you know, put over something that's going to help hold that moisture in so it doesn't dry out so much and it's not dry like this. So, but the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to do what I've done every time, which is feed this in the center area here where it's nice and lively. So I'm going to just put a little bit of more of this fresher material that's dry on top, and we're going to put in a lot of food. So I've got a lot of food for this bin because it seems to be going through a lot. There's tons of worms in here. So this is a good amount of food here. This is previously frozen. Some of it's thawed, some of it's not. It's lettuce, avocado, which is still not frozen, banana peels, some artichoke here. So it's a good mixture of stuff in here that we're throwing. I'm just going to break this apart a little bit here. We're just going to kind of put this in the center, and we're going to cover this up. I'm going to also water this, as I said. I'm going to dump a whole bunch of water in here, I think, and try to moisten this material. I think it really needs some water, and I think that's going to help with the fruit fly issue. I think that how dry it is part of the issue. So let me get the watering can, and I'll be right back to add a whole bunch of water to this. I almost forgot. Before I add water to it, what I want to do is I'm going to put in some crushed eggshells here. And I have them in this container. This is crushed egg and crushed crab, I should say. And I'm just going to kind of just spread them very, very liberally over the top here. You know, I just want quite a bit of them. I'm going to have them just work their way down in here. I have them in this little container so that way it's not as airborne. And that way it's not coming up and I'm not breathing it in and I don't need a mask. So at least I hope not. I don't smell anything when I've been doing it this way. So, all right, now I'm going to add a little bit of water here. So I'm going to mist the top. Give me just a second here. I'm just going to vacuum a little bit more because there's a couple bugs that are flying in my face. All right, I think I got them. That's the annoying part of the those little guys, is that they kind of get everywhere and they can really wear you down that way. All right, so let me water this down. I'm just going to get the edges of the bin here and the center. And I'm going to add quite a bit of water this time, and then I think next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find a plastic piece that I can put over the top of this bin. And, you know, keep some more of this moisture in. I think it's drying out a little bit too much, at least on the sides. So I think I need something to help hold that moisture in. If you go to the Vermibag website, he does sell, I think, a new type of lid, which actually has an outside edge and then the center's open, or you can have the center have a zippered section that you can close back off. And that'd probably work really well, especially for some place like me where we get changes. You know, during the summer, this bag usually works pretty well. It's pretty humid. It was pretty dry out today comparatively, and I think that's why it's starting to dry out again. I need to add more moisture to it because it just wicks it away. But, you know, it's not a bad thing. If you're in some place that's really humid, it's great to be able to wick all that moisture away. So, all right, I think the top is thoroughly wet here, and I think we're good for this update. So again, still an issue with the fruit flies. I do think that I'm going to move my bug light here and put it in the corner. And actually, let me show you how I set that up. So let me grab my bug light, if I can get it to go to the bug light section. All right, well, this is my bug light right here. I can't get it to seem to turn over to just the blue light where it's just the bug zapping light. Normally you turn it on and off, and it switches. But what I do is I set that up right on the corner here, like this. I'll play around with it to get it to work later. But I put it on this corner, and then I close this, except for that corner. So I'm going to zip this entire thing closed, but I'm going to have it sit right along this bug light, just like this. So it's open right here on this corner. I'm going to, hopefully all the bugs are going to go right into that bug light and just get zapped. And that way I don't have this issue. I've done this before. It's worked pretty well, and then, you know, I close it up a little bit too long and the bugs come back. So hopefully this will help clear those out, and we'll get these get this settled here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, and please check my Amazon links down below if they're looking to buy any items for these bins. And if you have any requests for items that you're looking for, let me know, and I'll start linking to those as well. So thank you for watching.